This is Mercedes Warwick. When I was going through the medical crisis of cancer that landed me in the hospital for 9 days and then in a residential rehab, one of the first things that my spiritual guidance and my inner voice was saying to me was just be here now. And as you follow this series of dialogues and conversations, you will hear me refer back to that. But what was so significant in that moment was, as a teacher of spiritual arts, Reiki and yoga and Qigong and the things that I use to live my life and have a lifestyle of spirituality, the breath was always the most important component of getting into the inner gateway of peace and spirituality, my connectedness to feeling like I was resting in God. So at that moment, I was producing, my body was producing, it was in healing overdrive, 1,000 milliliters of fluid in my left lung. And for the first little bit, every 3 to 7 days, they were having to drain my lung. There was no going in through the breath. And I thought that this was very interesting in hindsight, now looking back, because the breath was so important. So what ended up happening was that I ended up literally just laying in bed in darkness. I had no lights on. I did not have the television going. I would lay very quietly and just be. I was too weak to do anything else. I could barely get up and out of bed without assistance and was connected to tubes and things. So it was truly an instance of just being. And so what I would suggest that you take a moment to realize for yourself what that would look like to just be, to release any attachment to anything that creates noise, including music. I know certain stages music is used to shift mood and can be very healing. But in those first 9 days, I was not even listening really to music. That did shift later on. There's some really great healing and vibration videos on YouTube that you can look up, and it can definitely be a collaborative energy and instrument for you to use. But what does it look like to be truly quiet? Allowing your body to do what your body does in order for it to rejuvenate and regenerate and renew and rest. At different stages of your healing journey, at different stages during your transformation and the translation of what is going on around you, there's a lot of things that will come up that you have to make decisions on, have value on whether this is for you or not for you, good for you or not good for you, those kinds of things. But just to take a moment to just be. This is Mercedes Warwick. Namaste. Welcome to the spirituality of cancer.